We're hearing from a Rochester cat rescue after it was hit by vandals.
It was overwhelming. Our emotions were obviously anger, heartbroken, sad.
Hand to Paw Cat Rescue says volunteers were at its site on Pullman Avenue in Rochester for 12 hours yesterday, working to clean up this mess. News 10 NBC's Declan Stablo spoke with rescue managers today who had their own idea of who smashed their shelters.
Steve Drave, the vice president of Hand to Paw Cat Rescue, tells me that volunteers were out here till 1 a.m. fixing up some of those shelters that you see behind me. But he says there's still a lot of work to do. He says that a neighbor here called him around 10:30 yesterday morning to let him know about the damage.
It was overwhelming. Our emotions were obviously anger, heartbroken, sad. It was just overloaded of emotions for all of us involved.
The rescue is made up of a group of shelters in the back of a vacant plot on Pullman Ave. Drave sent me these pictures he took of the damage. He says 7 shelters were destroyed. He also says he hasn't seen a lot of the regular cats here since yesterday, and he noticed 3 of the cats that were here were limping.
A lot of the floors were kicked in, the shelters, we were able to replace some of them. Roofs were ripped off, some we were able to repair, other ones we weren't. Our greenhouse that we have in back, there was a knife slit down it. We put a temporary cover over it.
A few neighbors I spoke to off camera say they don't think it was right to destroy the shelters, but told me it's annoying living nearby. They said the cats are getting into garages, peeing on people's property, and scratching cars. Drave says it would be worse if the shelters weren't there.
We are not attracting any cats to the area. We're actually reducing the population by doing the spay and neuters. That stops offspring. We are also providing a central location for them to come to instead of roaming into their backyards.
Drave says he's had arguments with one neighbor before.
We do always get one individual in the neighborhood that is aggressive, and we've had our lives threatened, we've had the cats threatened, and it's a problem.
The Rochester Police Department says it responded here yesterday to reports of neighbor trouble and possible criminal mischief. Right now, it's all still under investigation. RPD also says it hasn't received any complaints about the cats. Drave says it'll cost thousands to get everything fixed up, but he says Hand to Paw has already received over $1,100 in donations since yesterday. In Rochester, Declan Stablo, News 10 NBC.
We reached out to the city to make sure Hand to Paw is allowed to operate as it is now. A city representative says they're looking into it. We'll let you know when we get an answer.